2 years ago, I went out for drinks with a couple friends after work. I had had a rough night and was in the mood to unwind, to say the least. After about an hour, my friends were beginning to get tipsy. I had invested the same amount of time and money into the experience, but seemed to be having a quarter of the fun. I start ordering Long Island iced teas. Another hour passes and still nothing. They're stone drunk, and I'm only buzzed. So I think maybe it's the atmosphere, maybe I need a change of scenery. Maybe if we head into a different bar, the transition will kickstart my inebriation. So I round up my friends, and we walk to another bar called the Ravenous. My friend Gary works there in the daytime, so he decides he's going to call it a night. This sparks mutiny among our ragtag group of drunkards, and everyone decides to call it a night, except for my friend Zach, who just so happens to be an alcoholic. So Zach and I head inside and find our friend Jeff bartending. This couldn't be better, I think to myself, and order another. I get halfway through my Long Island when it hits me like a truck. All the liquor coursing through my system becomes retroactive. I go from sober to full tilt in a minute flat. Now what I can piece together from the rest of the night goes as follows. I meet and argue with a creepy petite Indian man named Gazan. During our argument, I break my glass in my hand, slicing my palm open. I go to the restroom to tend to my wound and black out. I come to when Zach bangs on the door to make sure I'm alright. The restroom floor is covered in water about an inch deep. Zach helps me to my feet and drags me out, just like in that Velvet Revolver music video. When we get back into the bar, the patrons cheer at the fact that I am not dead, and Jeff hands me a glass of water. Or so I think. I stumble outside just in time to vomit all over myself and not the sidewalk. Then Zach and I make the 2-mile trek back to my house. I wake up the next day to a bloody hand, an excruciating hangover, and a voicemail stating that I broke the toilet by falling into it and am banned from the Ravenous. That's how I learned to never drink out of impatience and to stay away from Long Island iced teas and all of her colorful variants.